In an incident on Monday the 5th of May, graffiti in Hebrew that is translated as "Death to Arabs and Christians and all those who hate Israel" was found on an outer column at the office of the Assembly of Bishops at the Notre Dame Centre in Jerusalem. The Roman Catholic Church in Jerusalem has expressed alarm over threats to Christians scrawled by suspected Jewish extremists on church property, coming just weeks before the visit of Pope Francis at the site where the pontiff will be staying during his tour and the location of the meeting with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. In a statement, the Latin Patriarch of Jerusalem said, "Christians in Israel neither felt safe or protected, and the wave of fanaticism and intimidation against Christians continues," referring to the increase of so-called price tag incidents, and called on the government to take action against right-wing Jewish extremists. Price tagging, a reference by right-wing extremists to making the government pay for any curb of Jewish settlements on Palestinian land, have also occurred at Israeli military installations in the West Bank and Arab villages in Israel. The most recent anti-Christian graffiti was found on a wall adjacent to a church on Homer Hashlishit Street in Jerusalem. The translation of the graffiti read, "Price tag, King David is for the Jews, Jesus is garbage." The Israeli police fear that right-wing extremists might exploit the Pope Francis' upcoming visit to the Holy Land on May 24th to the 26th, where he will also meet with Ecumenical Patriarch Bartholomew, spiritual leader of the world's Orthodox Christians. Pop star Justin Bieber has returned to his Christian roots to give an unknown rapper a big boost. The 20-year-old Canadian singer has joined Christian rapper Brandon Burke's mission to raise 1 million pledges for God and is seen sitting on a couch with the rapper talking about God, Jesus and forgiveness. In Burke's video called The Pledge, which features on the website Go Get Us for God, where it states that they are an entertainment-centered Christian mission group focused on changing lives, developing leaders, impacting and influencing community and culture with the kingdom of God. In the interview, Bieber states that God forgave everyone even though they killed his son, which shows how much grace God has. The video comes at a time when Bieber himself could do with a little divine help of his own, as he is currently facing a litany of legal woes after he was allegedly caught drag racing, failing a static sobriety test in Miami, Florida earlier this year, and is dealing with accusations of lashing out at a limousine driver during a night out in his native Canada last December. Bieber is also facing other legal battles after being called to appear at an employment tribunal over his treatment of ex-housekeeper Tatiana Wisniuk, who is fighting the star against her dismissal and also claims that Bieber or his handlers have blocked her from receiving unemployment benefit in California. Lawyers have subpoenaed the Canadian star for an interview at the hearing, where he could be quizzed over his personal habits and alleged drug use at the Los Angeles Tribunal. Bieber is currently rumoured to be scouring Manhattan, New York, for a property with a private pool, so he could be baptised by the Hillsong Church. Jack Berkman of J.M. Berkman & Associates, a company specialising in helping its client companies secure contracts with the federal government in Washington, had threatened to make sure that any team that drafts Michael Sam, the openly gay rookie football player, would get roughed up financially, promising to mobilise a coalition of evangelical Christian leaders from across the nation to protest. Michael Sam, the 2013 SEC co-defender Player of the Year, announced in February in an interview with ESPN that he was gay. Michelle Obama, along with some of the biggest names in the NFL, sent supporting messages. "You're an inspiration to all of us," the First Lady tweeted to Sam. However, others sent vicious personal attacks, coming particularly from religious sectors. Berkman said at the time he first made his threats, "We shall exercise our First Amendment rights and shall not stop until the drafting NFL franchise cannot sell a single ticket, jersey or autographed football," adding, "We are losing our decency as a nation. Imagine your son being forced to shower with a gay man." These statements by Berkman had an immediate effect on his own company, with one of his clients, DC Solar Solutions Incorporated, severing ties. In a statement, the company said DC Solar does not condone or support Mr. Berkman's homophobic views. DC Solar values diversity within our company and within our communities, and we do not tolerate discrimination of any sort. As a company working to address issues about our country's future, we have no intention of working with those who are stuck in the past. Michael Sam made NFL history on May 10th by being the first openly gay player drafted by the St. Louis Rams.